So I am outside and it's sunset. The sun is setting. The sun is so freaking beautiful today. Um, it's like one big round orange, very orange, purpley orange. You know what I mean? It's like no, not orange, pink. It's very pink because there's clouds around it, but the sun is completely out. But it's slowly been clouded by the clouds. Um, and it's covering up, like it's actually fading into nothingness now, which is a little bit sad. But I had the view for about 15 minutes. I've been standing here looking at the sun. It's one of my favorite things to do. Whenever it's the end of the day, I come outside and I take a stroll and I try to look at the sky, because if you don't look at the beauty and the gravitas and like the grandeur of the world around you, then you're not gonna have that in mind. You're just gonna go about your day being super focused on trivial stuff, because we're always super focused on trivial stuff. We're always like very fussy and worried about stuff that doesn't even make sense to be worried about. I mean, if you look at the sky, the beauty of it, the bigness, the vastness, the I don't know, the scope of this beauty. I mean, you just forget about everything. Everything just shrinks in comparison to the grandeur of your view. And you look at the clouds, the way they function, and the way the sun is hitting the clouds and making them shine so bright, as if they're like a fume of, I don't know, fire. It's just beauty all around. I am so appreciative today that I figured, I found out this sort of mentality, and I'm like going to work on this every single day. I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna look at the sunshine, and 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 this whole channel is me trying to figure out what's the best kind of mentality. What is it that I can do that makes me want to live in a better way, like that makes me super excited and makes me want to do stuff with much more passion and much more ambition. So every single day I have to review my life, and also I have to refresh my life. Like, I've been living in the same way forever, right? And you have to, like, one day you have to come to your senses and tell yourself, is there a better way to live? Is there a better way to think? Is there a better way to behave? Because there are, man. There are so many better ways, but you're just stuck in one corner of your own worldview just because you haven't explored anything over that horizon. You have to go and expand your horizon, and the only way I can do that, for me at least, is to look at the huge, vast, scope of the world, like how big the world is. And the one thing you can do to understand that and try to like realize that even more is to come outside and look at the big sky above you. Oh my god, it's just like, it's a magical thing. But just because it's under our nose, we're just forgetting about the magic of it. It's miraculous that you have this huge sky around you, and there's like space, and there's numerous stuff going on in the farther surface of the universe, and it's like you're just occupying tenth of trillions, not even tenth, 1%, not even 1%, point zero 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 zero. I can't even say the zeros, like infinite zeros, one, and then 1% of the entirety of this universe. And that's how much you know. So imagine it. So yeah, you have to keep in mind that the zeros are endless, okay? There's not going to be an end to the zeros, because the finitude of your understanding of the world in comparison to the infinite universe that exists out there, it's going to be infinite, right? It's just mathematics. It's infinitely small. It's infinitely small. You cannot figure it out until you like make the infinite finite. You know what I mean? It's like it makes sense if you're looking at it mathematically. And well, I'm just like taking a stroll, and also I want to make sure that I have this mentality that every single day is a different day. Okay, I feel like sometimes I slip into this mindset that it's the same old day, and I'm like gonna live, and I'm gonna go through the routine, and I'm gonna go through the motions, and it's all gonna be the same that happened before. And it's probably gonna be the same because that's the mindset that I have, and I'm gonna go according to my mindset. Whatever you generate in your thoughts is going to be generated in reality. And so today I woke up and I felt like a new person. I don't know why, but like I think I talked to myself in the beginning of the morning. I opened my journal and I talked to myself, and I told myself that from this moment onward, Sarah, you have to figure out how to focus on this moment only, and not to predict your future based on now. Because when you when you try to like plan your future every minute of it, every second of it, and try to like predict everything, it's just not going to be exciting to live that future. It's already predicted, it's already lived, it's like you've already done it. It's like what's the point of repeating all that, right? That's how I feel when I'm preparing so much for the future. But when I leave space for some spontaneity, for some, some nuanced difference that can occur, some sort of change in the plan, and that would be exciting. I mean, it shouldn't go as exactly according to the plan as you're trying to, because like trying so hard to like make everything just predictable just makes the whole life of yours dull, and it's gonna be boring. So I think it's better for us to keep in mind that the life we live should be refreshed every once in a while. Not every once in a while. Not every once. Keep in mind. Keep this at the front of your lobes, okay? I'm telling you, every single day you wake up, you have to refresh your mindset, because you're probably gonna inevitably think that today is gonna go according to what has been done in the yesterday. Like, you're just gonna predict your future according to your past, and that's just so boring. Like, your mindset is going to turn into a boring mindset, and you're probably not going to be thinking of certain new changes that you can make to your life, and you can make your day brighter by doing something different every single day, and like taking new routes, and making something creative, or I don't know, there are so many things, like even learning stuff. Science is infinite, it has so many branches. Not even science, like it's everything. Okay, there are so many infinite possibilities that you can take a crack at, and you're just doing the same thing that you've done yesterday, just because you're not thinking deeply. You're not taking the time to walk in the nature and try to like refresh your mindset and focus deeply. Like, focusing deeply, that's what brings about the change that you crave in your life. So I would say focus deeply on what's about to come. And I'm going to tell you the story of my today, okay? Today I woke up at an earlier hour than every other day. It was 5 o'clock. I used to wake up at 10, although I would like wake up for prayer and then go to sleep and then wake up at 10, I think, or 11 even, because I would go to sleep at 2 or 3 a.m. and that would be very late, right? But then I decided maybe today that's gonna change. Maybe I'm gonna go to sleep sooner, because I get to see the sunset, the beauty of the early hours of the day. And that's like, those hours are just so precious for me, because I get to see how the sun is rising, and that's a magical thing. You get to feel the fresh truth of you being on this planet, and the sun far, far away is like rising up, and you're seeing the sun, and you're one tiny speck of dust on this entire planet, and it makes you appreciate your creator much more. Like you get to see how powerful your creator is, how powerful God is, and God is going to just give you this realization if you do that even more. Like if you expose yourself to the grandeur of this world, you're going to get to strengthen your relationship with God, and that's going to make you trust in him even more, because trust is not just like saying, oh, I trust in God. All right, I know you trust in God. Like everybody should trust in God, because God is the Almighty, the all-powerful, and we say that by words, but in our action or in our feelings, we might not feel that just because we're not close to him. So we have to figure out a way to understand how much control you lack, like how much of your life is in not in your control, and it's all conducted by God. And you have to like understand that by exposing yourself to the vast ocean of unknown that you don't even look at every single day. So like that's the philosophy you have to etch into your brain, and that has to develop every single day. Like you're not going to be able to develop that depth of understanding unless you do it every single freaking day, and in silence, when nobody's around. You're in solitude, and you're meditating on the on what can I say, sorry if my mouth is not working today. Sometimes my tongue doesn't cooperate with me, and my brain is also not as sharp as I want it to be today, because I did not get enough sleep last night, and it's all part of the process of me trying to get on a better sleep schedule. So it's okay. 4 hours of sleep. I think it was 3 hours of sleep, but it's okay. So that's it. And also, can you hear the birds chirping? I mean, isn't that just wonderful? God has given us so many gifts, but we just don't take the time to appreciate it. Don't take the time to soak it in and to feel the presence of those gifts, because the sunset and the sunshine is the only way you can understand how great of a world you live in. And if you don't go out there and try to like really observe the sunshine and the sunset and be in that moment and quiet your brain and try to like understand your place in the universe, unless you actually bring that about every single day, you're not going to be able to even sense the presence of those gifts. Okay, so you have to take the time to deepen your relationship with them in a way. It's like you have a relationship with nature, and that should be deepened by presence of like your entire consciousness in that specific environment. So if you wake up very early, go and see the sunset. I promise you're gonna get a ton out of it. And also at the end of each day, I feel like if you take the time to take a stroll in the sunset, or oh my god, sunrise. I've been okay. I've been definitely making some mistake here saying sunset. It's the sunrise, man. It's the sunrise. I was talking about the sunrise. I mean, in the morning there's sunrise. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? I don't know. Whatever. Just like, you get the point, right? It's okay. I'm not gonna take this from the beginning. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this episode be, because it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. And so, go right ahead and make your day brighter by the presence of sunshine. Okay. All right. I think sun is a great gift that has been given to us by God, and we have to be appreciative of that. So, thank you so much for listening to me, and have a nice day.